This episode, your eyes are like two burning stars on the darkest of nights, guiding me home, bringing my heart back to life. Welcome to the Grand Affidavit. He is Grant.
He's David.
And I apologize for that. Sometimes I get carried away when I'm feeling very creative and inspired. And, well, Grant, sometimes, just sometimes, you inspire me.
Aw.
But that had nothing to do with you, so we're going to move on. That poem was not about you. But what we are going to do on this episode is we're going to look back. We're going to look way back.
Apparently not be nice to Grant is one of the things we're doing today.
Well, we've had a nicer start than the last couple of episodes, but I mean, if you want to bring it up, we can bring it up.
No, that's fine.
All right.
Just why do you bring it up that it was me that inspired you when it wasn't me that inspired you?
Listen, can we just move along and get into the episode?
Okay.
So, we are going to take a look back, way back, to our incredibly awesome poetry that we wrote when we were in high school. Not for each other. In fact, I didn't know you wrote poems until you broke it to me the other day.
Yeah, man.
This is going to be great. Yeah. So we're going to talk. And this is going to be awesome because what I had to do, I didn't write many straight up, just poems. I wrote songs.
I didn't write poems either. There's I would call them songs too.
Okay. So, but I had to go back. I don't have, a hard copy record of any of this anymore. So I had to go back and listen to old recordings that I had from, high school bands and whatnot, and actually write out the lyrics. And it was a good time. So do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
Well, I can go first. I don't mind.
All right, man, fire away. Let's see what you got.
Okay. The last line of this is amazing. It's amazing.
I look forward to it.
Okay. Okay. This is a little nerve-wracking,
I'm literally sitting over here with my arms crossed, prepared to judge you. So I hope that helps.
Judge 16-year-old Grant.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Third time in a week, I got shot down when I speak to someone that I ask to go out and see if anything exists between her and me. But they all seem to know the answer before I show up and ask to go get something to eat and just see what will be. See, the name of this is Will Be, just so you know.
Is that the end of it?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay, roll on.
Looking for a girl that I could share my life. Share my life? That's just insane at that age. Come on.
You're very ambitious.
I know. That I can show my love and just to share a moment and sit and say it all by not saying a word and feeling so complete just because of her. And then the chorus would happen again, of course.
Obviously.
Seeing what's to be seen but never thinking that they could be mine. Every day I pass, but their eyes pass through my face. Never had a chance, lost before I started. We'll never see what will be.
Is that the end?
I think that is the end. I think this other one, this one with the horrible line is the beginning of another poem. So yeah, that's the end of that.
I like the eyes passing through you part.
Eyes, but their
and
eyes
the fact that
through
you're
my face.
Yeah, through your face. That's right. That was what brought it home, was the eyes passing through your face, and the fact that apparently in this song, all you're looking for is a wife at the age of 16.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's so good. So my first one is not actually a love song.
Well, I got to say that wasn't actually as bad as I thought it would be.
No, it had a good rhyming flow for part. I was like, wow, like the way you're like throwing out those rhymes was pretty awesome. This first poem, I suppose, song, whatever. It's not a love song. It's not about a girl, actually, because there were every now and then I would get inspired and I'd feel like, no, I got to write about more than just girls. And I'm pretty sure this is a song about high school though, and just like people who don't fit in. And it might not be as bad as I think it is. I look back on the song itself and I go, man, that was a pretty sweet song. And then when I was typing out the words, I was like, all right. Anyways, it's called Second Chances. And
this sounds
it
familiar.
actually got played. I was going to say it got played at our high school before announcements one morning. I remember they'd always play a song. And I think Patty was doing announcements, throwback to last episode. And I think he played this song. Anyway, Second Chances, it goes like this. Inside, he's crying out, but outside, he's looking in. Every day, he plays the game, but he never wins. But if you don't play the right game, if you don't try to be the same, with his cards scattered across the floor, he holds his head and walks for the door. In the end, he's going to win, but he's not even going to play the game. He's not going to try to fit in. He's not going to try to be the same. No more second chances, not taking them anyway. No more second glances, not tomorrow, not today. That was me being, I'm going to write songs that are important. And I look back on it, I'm like, wow, it's clearly just about, I'm trying to think if I wrote it about anyone in particular. If there was someone I was thinking of going, man, that guy, he doesn't care.
That guy, man.
That guy, that's awesome. I wish I could be that guy who doesn't care. But I'm going to say this. That was like my saving grace song. And by that, I mean, it's all downhill from here. So it's gonna get awesome. So what's your next one?
Well, I don't know. This one is just 5, 6, 7, 8 lines, but it's the one with a horrible last line that I really want. So this one doesn't count.
Oh, you just want to share the line?
Should I just share the line, or should I read the whole thing?
No, you said it's just a few lines.
Yeah, it's six little lines.
Yeah, just read the whole thing.
Thinking of the way you sit, looking in my eyes, makes me feel all warm. Oh, yeah, this was supposed to be a funny song. I get it. See, thinking of the way you sit, looking in my eyes, makes me feel all warm and gooey inside. Can't believe I screwed up. I just left you there. Gosh darn it, I left you that day. That's the end. That's it. Gosh darn it, I left you that day.
Gosh darn it. Well, at least we kept it PG.
Warm and gooey inside, and gosh darn it, wow.
Here's my question. What were you writing that song about? It makes me feel like you were writing a song about a pizza pop or something, and you forgot the pizza pop at the table at lunch.
It's funny because I have this there's a note above one of these. It says, make this parody for our wedding or for Valentine's Day.
So again, you're just writing songs looking for a wife.
I know. And it's funny because this is before I think it's before that I started hanging out with you too.
Okay.
So it's I'm not interacting with really much anybody. So
right. This is awesome. Did you want to read another one?
This could have been about the girl that I knew in California. Maybe
that you punched in the spine.
No, that I went on the date with that lasted for 5 hours, and then we finally kissed at the end.
Right. Oh, yes. Did you want to read another one, or do you want that to be poem number 2?
Let's see here. Let's flipping through here. Okay. This is another shorter-ish one. Back when I was young, back when we were in love, was the best time of my life. The worries were gone. We were always safe. The wonders of the past, the future just left to fate. I would fold into you, you would fold into me. We were what others wanted to be, thinking we were perfect, but our worlds grew apart, both working for our own goals and rites of passages in our life. That's so awkward. Then all of a sudden, we turned to nothing, and we slowly drifted apart. There you go.
Oh, man. I love high school poetry. I this idea was fantastic, going back and looking. So this one, like I said, after my last one, it's all downhill from here. This one, the title alone makes me cringe. And I think it made me cringe at the time, so I slightly altered it. Because this song, from what I understand and what people have shared with me, is, because I don't remember this title, but I referred to it as The Meaning Of. That was the name of the song. The Meaning Of ... I remember the song being called The Meaning of Non-Existence, because it's just, you'll see. So it goes like this. And I know who this song was about. Sometimes I think of saying it, but I refrain because I'm so scared of saying it over and over again. Maybe I jump the gun and follow my heart. It's been broken so many times, it's been ripped apart. And I can barely stand, but I can barely lie. I can barely smile, but I can barely cry. I can't quite pull the knife from my back. Classic. I didn't want it to mean that much to me. Would it be better if I were non-existent or if I never had taken a simple breath? Which would you prefer? Or do you even regret? The noose has been tied. The table is set. This is high school, man. What am I doing? You broke my heart. You ripped it out.
So dramatic, man.
So dramatic. But yeah, the meaning of non-existence, it's so like, I was never one who was, super dark in any sort of way or depressed, but I'm just like, just the title alone of that song, I'm like, what am I trying to prove here?
Was that a song you turned into a punk rock song?
Actually, do you remember when I played in like the 2-man like acoustic and drum thing?
It sounds vaguely familiar.
I mean, it was most of it was very much inspired by Dashboard. Like that's what I was listening to at the time. That song itself, interestingly enough, and maybe I'll remember like tweet this out or something. It is on YouTube. You can go watch it. But it was like a mixture of like Justin Timberlake's first single. I forget what it was called, but it just had like this guitar. It was like dan 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 dan, and kind of almost like No Doubt, Hella Good. But then on top of that, I was actually screaming. So it was like acoustic guitar doing like this like pop sort of guitar riff with like rolling drums, and then me screaming these super emo lyrics. It was pretty great.
So like screaming like
that. Sure. I think I might just have to link it. I'll send it to you for sure. You'll be like, that's the David I remember.
I'm trying to think of any Dashboard lyrics that I could still remember, and I can't think of anything.
Anyway, so what do you have next before we get carried away ripping apart my performance style?
So this one's called So Hard. I haven't read any of these.
So Hard. I like the title in itself. I feel like I know where this is going.
I don't even know. I haven't read any of these. See, you had to transcribe them so you know what they were about. I just found the box. I found a box of writings. It's a box that has all my writings in it, but then I found in the box
the poems.
Yeah.
Okay, fire away. Okay.
Watching from a distance, touched by your soul, by what you know. Okay, let me try this again. Watching from a distance, touched by your soul, by what you show the world you know, and trying to come in, just waiting till it ends, till you are free to be with me, and I'm the man you choose. Apparently, she was dating somebody else.
Oh, scandal.
Can't discover the courage to just call you up and tell you the way I feel and how you make me smile just by seeing your face. Oh. I know, isn't it cute? I can't figure out what this word is. My chance has come, but I failed again. My move just was to choke and stall. I lost the game. I dropped the ball, and you ended up with someone new. Just because I cower and hide, just because I'm scared to hear what you might say and how it will turn out. Oh, and then there's an alternate line there, and how it might conclude. How it might turn out, or how it might conclude.
Actually, I wanted to sound smarter.
Could be both of them. But till that day, I'll never know, so I will sit here on the bench till I find deep inside the fuel to say what's on my mind and what you do to my heart just with that smile and wishing it wasn't that hard.
Aww. Do you take most of the titles of your poems from the last line? Oh, no, that was the first one, actually. That's great. I felt like there was actually a number of different innuendos in there.
Oh,
unintentional.
That was so good.
Oh, it was so. I'm going to move on from the comment I was going to make.
I love how my writing is still the exact same. I've not gotten any clearer. There's no fanciness in my 32, 33 years of age now.
You mean like your actual like penmanship?
Yeah, it's horrible still.
That's just as is mine. Hence the reason I typed these out. So this song, actually listened to this song earlier today. Well, I listened to all these, but this one I was like, this is actually pretty good. The lyrics are something else. It's called When It's All Said and Done. And I could actually remember specifically the story behind this. So sometimes when you hear the words, I'm like, that doesn't That's weird. Why would I sing about that? But then, anyways, it goes like this. My mind has never been so blank, and I don't know what to say. All the words, they are right there, but my mouth just gets in the way. Right off the top, clearly I know what to say. My mind's not blank. I literally said it a line later. All the words are right there. It's just my mouth that's not working. My mind isn't blank. Anyways, it goes, at first
You're
I regret...
stupid.
I'm just dumb. It goes... It continues. It continues. At first I regretted coming, and now I don't want to go. It's all because of you and the first time you said hello. Those words. Hello. Because it's been so long since I found someone who I can open up to, and when it's all said and done, you're right there, I'm right here all alone. One simple Friday night made my whole week worthwhile. Although I couldn't see, I still fell for your smile. You could call it a date or call it what you will. All that I know is I'll never forget you. I know I never will. I know one Friday night I'll be at home all alone, so I'll lean over and pick up the phone. I'll dial your number and say hello, and by that time I won't want to let you go. The chorus in that is like the because it's been so long part, which is hilarious to me because, again, I was 16, so how long could it have been since I had found someone who I could open up to, as I put it? It's like
I don't know. Had you met me yet?
Yes, at that point, yes. But it makes it sound like I've been searching for so long. I'm 16 years old. What was I searching for? Anyways, that story...
literally searching for maybe a few months.
That story, it was about a girl I met at like a summer camp thing. And over the course of the summer camp, I had lost my glasses at one point in the lake. And so there's the line in there where it said, although I couldn't see, I still fell for your smile. Because I lost my glasses, I felt the need to include that in there and think people would understand why I couldn't see.
Yeah, they'll really get me now.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll finally understand me.
What do you got?
Okay, let's see.
Last one, make it good, man.
Well, I haven't read these, so how can I make it good?
They're all good.
Okay, let's go with what this is. Whatever this is. Never thought I'd open my eyes and you'd still be here. You've been in my dreams, but not in my life. Luckily, I found my courage and went after you. Oh, is this a sequel to the last one? Might be. I went after you. Someone I can't live without at 16. I can't live without.
That is great.
Someone I can't live without. Someone who makes me better. Someone who fills my heart every time I see her. Our first date was a disaster. I cooked for you and you threw up after. I don't know what I'm thinking there. We left the house and went out to that party with that actor. It mostly landed. Oh no, so she threw up at the party. Okay, it mostly landed on his shoes. This is clearly not autobiographical. But I cleaned it up with my box of tissues.
Why'd you have the tissues, Grant?
I don't know. And then we were sent packing. Luckily, in that night, you and I fell on sight, and nothing could change that. These past months have been. I hope it never ends. I fell in love with you. I think you love me too. I will never leave your side, and I will never lie.
Aw, that end is just so sweet.
I don't know what the hell I was thinking about that one.
I mean, you did make her throw up. Don't cook the chicken again, Grant. Not the chicken.
Well, it's funny because years later, I went up there with my girlfriend, and like a few people ended up meeting at Boston Pizza.
Right. Which I was uninvited to, just so you know. I never got the invite to that.
I didn't invite anybody. I just said I put it out into the Facebook world.
You were up here, and I remember this trip happening, and I didn't see you at all on that trip because I never met her.
Well, it's good. She's a jerk.
What a dink face.
Anyway, so she, on that trip in the back of Patty's VW Bug, she threw up all over my face.
Oh, nice.
And
fantastic.
She was just on my shoulder. She was really drunk, and then I just felt like this warm goo coming down my neck.
It's not the warm goo you're used to feeling coming down your neck.
Hey.
I take it back. I like clearly. I mean, the pizza pop you wrote a poem about earlier, Grant.
I'm not going to say what I wanted to say.
Okay. Before we have to go, I got one more. This one's called "Through My Eyes," and this one I don't understand. I think might even
Peter Gabriel.
I think I might even use words that aren't real in this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just spelled it wrong. I don't know, but it goes like this. Hindsight, nothing matters anymore. I can't stop my falters anymore. I don't know if falters is a real word, like as a noun, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, if anyone can tell me where my mind has gone, if anyone can tell me where I went wrong, I fall down almost every day. I should probably learn how to walk. Left with not a single word to say. I don't try to pick myself up again, just wish that all my pain and strife would come to an end. Why don't I care? Alone in a world that's not my own, 'cause I'm lost and I feel so far from home. Every time I look, I find that I am lost. Give it away, never thinking of what it's going to cost. Why don't I care? I just wish that you could see things through my eyes. Apparently I was incredibly depressed. But I wasn't. I don't understand this. And I don't even know what this song was about. I think I just made it up.
Was that the end?
Go. That was the end, yeah. Like there's parts in that song where I'm like, what? That second or third verse, I guess. Alone in a world that's not my own because I'm lost and I feel so far from home. And then immediately, every time I look, I find that I am lost. I literally just said that one line earlier. I must be really lost. This was an exercise in fun, Grant.
It was an exercise in something.
In fun, Grant. An exercise in fun. That something that you're feeling was fun.
I don't know, but every time I look around, I'm lost. I don't.
I feel so far from home. Oh, why don't I care? Anyways, it was fun. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to The Grand Affidavit, a podcast about nothing and everything at the same time. Follow us on Twitter at Grand Affidavit and on Facebook at facebook.com/Grand Affidavit.